Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I've been looking over the suggestions that we have for Zelda Week, and one of them really stood out to me. So we are going to be doing a theme run for the Guardians. First things first. Okay, I guess we're doing classic soundtrack again. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, so for those of you who are unaware, the Guardians are the big ol' eldritch spider robots that fire giant lasers. I don't know how you couldn't be aware of that. That's their big claim to fame. That and the really creepy piano music that comes up when you go to fight them. They are just monsters. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. They are precisely what Breath of the Wild... I'm not going to say needed, because that seems a little unfair, but it's definitely what Breath of the Wild deserved. Those things are such monsters. Like, I can't tell you how creepy I find them. So we are going to use Wind Slash for this one. I think it makes sense because looking at how they behave in... And we'll go Spike Track. But yeah, looking at how they behave in their base appearance, like, I don't remember if they ever swiped with their legs in the OG Breath of the Wild, but in Age of Calamity, when you were playing as the Legendary Guardian, or when you were faced off against one of the other Guardians, Elemental or not, they for sure were swiping at you with those clawed tentacle spider legs. And yeah, it was scary. As it was supposed to be. Alright, and we'll start with the Merchant's Cart because we're going to be emulating the mechanical prowess of a machine, and part of that involves having all sorts of ancient tech upgrades. Or in this case, the upgrades will just pile into the old Merchant's Cart as if it were a mechanical chassis, and we'll just have all sorts of junk in the trunk. Matter of fact, for the thumbnail, I may very well just go find the Legendary Guardian and say, look, that's what I am. I don't think it had a name. It was just a Legendary Guardian, and yes, the boss fight against it was pretty nuts. And even with it being a Warriors title, it was still something. Alright, I think with the build I have, it doesn't really matter where I go. Yeah, this'll work. We'll just try not to get executed by Firing Squad again. Alright, so we've got ourselves a rather reliable laser beam run here. Which means we've got range, power, and control, all with just a nice little blink of our mechanical eyeballs. Guardians don't blink. You know what? Shut up. And the other relic I really like is the Limo's Leaf, but let's see what sorts of... Let's see what sorts of Arcana upgrades we can get before we just purchase that. So, what was everyone's first experience with a Guardian playing Breath of the Wild? My first experience with them was actually very shortly after I left the beginning plateau. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it. It's such an iconic location, I can't remember what it's called now, which just goes to show that I'm just a Breath of the Wild poser. I don't really know anything about the game. But basically, I went out to the equivalent of Hyrule Field, just looking to explore after I had found my first tower, and yeah, I was not aware that there were a bunch of Guardians out there in that area. And at the time, I didn't know that I could reflect their lasers back at them with any old shield. So I just got ruined so hard. Like, I heard the piano music, I was like, what the heck is that? And then a laser beam just went straight up my anus. I was like, oh, okay. That's the sound of imminent death. So I'm hoping that I'm emulating that properly here. Critical placebos, that's interesting. Certainly not complaining. Alright, and what do we got going on here? Well, Burn Cycle does not necessarily go well with the idea of being a Guardian. Gust Volley, on the other hand, could be like a refracted beam. I like that idea. It'll especially be nice against Atlas. At this point, we can afford to be a bit more picky about our Arcana, but let's start looking for more relics to boost the damage of our Death Laser. So which one is the Death Laser? I guess they're all kind of Death Lasers, aren't they? Alright, well I see that we have the Tailor, whose name for Seville. Okay, never mind, I can remember his name. But that is kind of low priority with this particular robe. So we're not going to worry too much about it, but I mean, it could also be taken as, you know, advanced armor plating. Let's say, get into that pit, and he just died. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about the pit specifically. Well, I mean, that's not super helpful. We can just get rid of that, unless we start to get a lot more of one element, which I'm not suspecting, so... Oh, you silly creatures. You think you can fight a Guardian. Which, yeah, that wasn't too difficult later in the game, but when you first meet them, they are just death incarnate, and later in the game, let's be fair, they're not much better. They are just monsters of the highest caliber. Which actually I was quite okay with. It gave them like a not just a physique. It gave them a mystique is the word I'm looking for. And not only were they scary by lore standards, but they were just scary ass monsters. Grab that. Lovely. Alright, and I am gonna grab the Tesla coil. It just makes good sense. And that's about all we got going on this floor, so off we go. Oh, that didn't work out. Well, I mean, it kind of did. A big old jumping slam attack? Why not? That seems like something a Guardian would do, and I'm pretty sure it is what the Guardian does in Age of Calamity. I am curious as to whether or not the Guardians come back in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I'm assuming that they do, like, it wouldn't make sense for them not to, but at the same time, the Malice of Calamity Ganon is no longer commanding them, so are they just, like, are they like a one-off enemy, or with Ganondorf's return, did he just steal them straight back and said, this is my shit now? And if that's the case, did no one learn from the example given that that maybe it's not a good idea to have something that can be easily hacked and controlled, determining your defense network? I'm just saying, guys, maybe run your Guardians on a VPN. Owie. Yeah, you deserve that for all the times you've reflected projectiles back at me and hit me with a toxic bola. Alright, kind of wishing I had grabbed the Curse Eater's Watch now to offset some of the... Idealist scorecard, so if I can beat a boss without taking damage, that will be a nice little damage bonus. It's a pretty big if, but I'll hang on to it unless I find something that's just generally going to work out better. Well, we have a chance to get the Elixir of Might from Dr. Song again. I'm certainly not going to turn that down. And with critical placebos, the Vampire's Eyeglasses will essentially just be a nice, reliable self-repair. Alright, everybody say it with me. Nanomachines, son. Is that worth it? Don't think so. It's only going to work on one of my Arcana. And we'll just call that good for now. Oh, and if I hadn't already brought this up, the Elden Ring poll revealed that you guys are most interested in seeing me try to run a faith-based build. So now I guess the only question is, do I run it just as a series of YouTube videos? Or should I finally bite the bullet and start live streaming so we can get longer sessions in? That is something I would like to ask you guys about, because there is time in my schedule where I could be doing some live streaming. It wouldn't be super frequently because I'm going to be working a more regular job. But it is something that I could start doing. And honestly, I think both Tears of the Kingdom and Elden Ring deserve that treatment because they're going to be such big games. Well, I shouldn't say they're going to be. Elden Ring is already a big game, and if Breath of the Wild is anything to go by, then Tears of the Kingdom should be just as big, if not bigger. So, very excited for that. Like, honestly, I'm not a big fan of modern gaming, but we've got some things that are shaping up really nicely here in 2023. Damn! 279 damage! Hey, Doctor. I'm going to wait, see if I need the actual healing in a little bit here. Gain signature charge when taking damage. Actually, that does make sense for a Guardian, now doesn't it? Let's get rid of that. Take that. Yawn in your face because I'm a jerk. Okay, we still don't have the proper upgrade for Wind Slash. Come on, we need to upgrade our mechanical claws. You think we're gonna be able to make it with just this? I mean, yes, I've been making it with just that so far, but come on, don't make me beg. After all, Guardians don't beg, they take. And you don't want to be on the receiving end of that, do you? Okay, well, it turns out we actually were going to get more... Renewing oh, wow, even more nanomachines, son. Alright, well, I get the feeling that we're not going to be getting much more out of that, but I do think that Spice Rack is going to be better than the candies. With a little bit of an exception in that the candies could potentially stack, so maybe I shouldn't take this. Well, no, I need the Spice Rack. Alright, I've got two things that could potentially stack. Everything else just makes good sense. We'll deal with it. If I end up seeing a candy on the next floor, though, I'm just gonna say I told you so. You know, me. I told you so, me. And we've got to really try hard to not take damage against Atlas to get that idealist scorecard to work. Oh wow, we did it. Of course, it's only a 10% boost, so if we end up finding something that does more than 10%, we will take it. Yeah, diffusion beam. Why did I say refraction earlier? I meant diffusion. Hello, anything good here? Nope. You know, it was worth a look, but no, ultimately nothing here that's really worthwhile. There, much better. Oh, that was kind of stupid. I just wandered into his machine gun fire. He's just firing a bow really fast. It's not machine gun fire. Oh, that's what you call normal bow and arrow fire, huh? Can you do that? Hypothetical voice. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you guys are pissing me off. Yeah, even just two of those guys can just drain your health like it's nothing. So you can imagine how I feel when I come across rooms of like 4 of them. Oh, hello. Yay! There are other things there that I like, but I don't think are worth it. I will wait. Do I have anything that I want to sell to you? Not really, because I'm still hoping to find some things that stack so that merchant's cart really ends up being worthwhile. I like explosive charge, but that's not really a guardian move, so I say no. I will grab that, however. $386 damage, mostly attributable to one room. It's just not even fair, is it? Owie. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Not surprisingly, the Guardian run is working out very well. But let's be fair, lasers in this game are just ridiculous. Or, I mean, I guess they used to call them Wave Arcana, but, I mean, even now that they're not officially recognized as waves, they're still really strong. Hello, excitable birds. You didn't think excitable birds weren't going to get their time in the spotlight, did you? I know Guardians are not vampires, but I get the vampires attire so infrequently. Just let me have this one. I did see the wand. I just think, oh, hey. Hey now. Alright, hold on. Let me put that down. Oh, wait, I can't do both, though. Shit, I should have waited. Oh, well. Then again, it happens so infrequently that I get the chance to even look for them. So next time I see both, I will wait. But I mean, how often does that happen, though? Answer is not very often. Alright, well, we're not getting any more off of the Idealist scorecard. So again, if we find something that can do more than 10%, then we will take it. God, I love that one. Diffusion! Got all but one of them. Alright, what do we got? Anything good? Sort of yes, sort of no. Tell you, we will take a fairy with us. Because as dangerous as the Guardians are, they're apparently not dangerous to fairies. Or maybe they are, who knows. But I'm not dangerous to fairies, and that's the important part. Oh my goodness. Okay, you say yes. I still say no. Oh. I say I'm not smart enough for this. Sweet. That is a victory for the Guardian. As if any of us are surprised by that. So after this particular theme run for Zelda Theme Week, we have a few more runs left before the week is over, and some of the participants for this are obviously I recommended Sia from Hyrule Warriors. We've also got recommendations for Hestu, the basically the Korok. Someone had recommended. Originally, it was Meteo Wizrobe, and then they're like, yeah, but if the whole idea is crashing Meteor, maybe Skull Kid. And then I had come in and said, well, wait a minute. The whole reason why their moon is about to crash into Termina anyway is because of Majora, so maybe it should be Majora. And they were like, okay, yeah, good point. So we've got Sia, we've got Hestu, we've got Majora, and I've gotten a couple of people mention Beetle. So there you go. That's kind of what we're looking forward to. So let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Zelda Theme Week will continue for a few more days, so we've definitely got a few more theme runs to play around with. So by all means, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit me up on my social media, which will of course be in the description below. I appreciate you coming and spending some of your free time with me. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and take care, everybody.